team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sun Devils will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Gives it on the option. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Sun Devils offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guy.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they kick up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again. to pass those tests.
Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs through a tackle. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Freeman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The option look. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play. 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the option. Quick toss. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got a man. It's Dennis. They bring him down, but Not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Motion from the back. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything.
The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions. Shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Absolutely no go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Punt is in the air. He's got it. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move and looking deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you see him there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stevenson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the option. Now the pitch. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up. Play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming. Makes it at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job of assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The quarterback keeps it. Spaces. The 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10.
2nd down coming up.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss. Well, years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Gets the back moving. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the running back has it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Bush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Second down.
Now the play fake. Creates a little space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Shotgun snap on third down. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That pass not... He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. On the run, it's Avant. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Running back searching for a hole.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he feet on that one. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Good enough for a first down.
That's caught. It's Lavelle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got room to work. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on third and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on second down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything, closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the run.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. They stop him at the 21. They'll operate out of split backs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Stevenson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll run the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. He's past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Stevenson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the catch. It's Valentine. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On target to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Final little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Look, you would love to have gotten a touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
Setting up for the PAT. When he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but most fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field 3 to Nebraska. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Now the toss. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
This is a huge 3rd down. They need a score to win this game, and they're not getting a ton of yards these last 2 plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You got to be able to pick something here on the 3rd down basket and go to your best player. Not overthink this.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now It's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. You're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
4th down, gotta have it here. Finds him out of the backfield. What a huge stand by this defense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.